ready for this?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Oliver Springs football, where tonight the Oliver Springs Bobcats will be taking on AAA Scott Highlanders. Captains for tonight will be Eric Lane, Lucas Collins, and Aaron Long. And here come the Bobcats. Well, we thought. Here come the cheerleaders anyways. How about the kid with the hair? I mean, they're just... Phil, we'll bring in Phil Powell again. Phil, last week, huge victory for the Bobcats. Emotional victory. How do you think the Bobcats, will they be mentally ready after that emotional high last week?
You would think after a big win like that they would be excited tonight, get in here and play some football, but coach seemed a little down about their attitude early on before the game, and he's looking to fire them up as they look a little more fired up now coming out here.
Coach probably did a little chewing in there. We want to report an injury. Tony Hirsch broke his foot in two places, I think, or two bones in the top of his foot, and we'll be out 6 weeks. So a big blow for the Bobcats. Kenny Bain, we know, has played some fullback. He's going to have to step up for the Bobcats, but let's hope Tony will wish him a speedy recovery. Well, we'll be back in just 1 minute for the kickoff.
Boozing up, hooking up, sprucing up, moving up with Union Planters, grading up, packing up, linking up, moving up with Union Planters. Live it up, saddle up, moving up with Union Planters.
Clinton Physical Therapy Center on Highway 61 is a state-of-the-art therapy center. The center has expanded to 18,000 square feet with the latest therapy equipment and a fully trained staff on board with the primary objective of regaining physical strength, flexibility, and mobility for their patients. Clinton Physical Therapy Center. Professionals dedicated to helping you. Harvey's Furniture and Appliance in Oliver Springs has been serving Anderson County for 48 years with a quality selection of furniture and appliances featuring Zenith. Zenith is now offering a fall football rebate with up to $75 off on selected console televisions. At Harvey's, they service what they sell. If you want Zenith quality, Harvey's is the place. The quality goes in before the name goes on. That's Zenith, and that's Harvey's Furniture and Appliance.
Clearance time at the Fox family dealerships, and Fox Olds GMC must move all GMC pickups and Jimmys. Full-size Sierras starting at $15,986, 25 in stock. Four-wheel drive Jimmys loaded starting at $23,875, 12 in stock. All Fox First Choice certified quality used vehicles have been deep discounted.
With Fox Olds GMC Oak Ridge.
So hurry to Fox Olds GMC.
With Fox Olds GMC Oak Ridge.
A Fox family dealership.
We're ready, back now. Scott County will receive the kickoff, back deep. Number 1, Chad Kinney. And number 9, Dustin Jeffers. Scott County 1 and 2 beat Cofield 28-7 in the first game of the season. Lost to a tough Campbell County, a 5A school, 18-12. And lost last week to a good Lenore City team, 47-32. I think they've scored 72 points and given up 72 points, so pretty even. So, y'all did. So, Simpson to kick off. It's a nice, cool evening as we are underway. Gets off a line drive kick. And the ball is fumbled. Number 9, as he gets hit right before he hits the 20. Dustin Jeffers, tackled by a host of Bobcats. He had a little trouble with that line drive, and the Bobcats were able to stop him just before the 20. So again, field position. Bobcats start out in good shape. It looks like it is Tim Carroll at defensive end, Lucas Collins, Travis Robinson, Bean linebacker, Aaron Long. They're going to pass, and he's going to be sacked. Tremendous pressure. Bean in there first, and Robinson got him for the loss. Good coverage by the Bobcat secondary. Loss of about 6 on the place, maybe 7. Bring up 2nd and 18. Good pressure by the Bobcats. Again, we want to thank Jeff Patty, ladies and gentlemen. He does a great job. He's got us a little monitor here so we can see the ball game better. So if you see him, thank him. He's really done a lot for the Oliver Springs program. Little off tackle, got a couple. 42, Kenny Bain, who is Tony's replacement in there on the tackle. Number 7, I believe that was Joey Zachary. Zachary's a good ball player. He's a good. We watched him against Caulfield. So to bring up 3rd and 15. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And as I mentioned, it's starting to get cooler, so it's football weather. 2 is the quarterback, Ryan Keaton. There's a pitch, and it will be taken by 8. The Bobcats recovered. A big turnover. Not quite sure who came up with that, but great job by the Bobcats as they smelled it out beautifully. And Phil, again, defensive sets the tone.
Just like last week, they had the big stop early on, and although they didn't get the turnover, this week they do, and looking to punch it in already. It's great opportunity for them here on Friday the 13th. Anything can happen.
Yes, this is correct, Alex. Press lock. That's from Scott County.
Okay, thanks. We are getting some information here. Chuck Jones, it'll be 1st and goal, Bobcats. Eric, up the middle, breaks the tackle, dragging. Gets him about 4 or 5 yards. Again, power. As he went up, not much room to work with for the Bobcats here, just down in goal line, so, but good surge by the Bobcats. Phil, Ryan Keaton looks a lot like his brother Alex P. Keaton on that.
I tell you what, we knew they were going to come out and try to establish a game with Eric Miller. They thought that Scott would be a little soft in the middle and they could get some yards that way.
Oh, it's 2nd and goal from the 2. Oh, contact made. Chuck doing a good job of a long cadence, drawing them off sides, and it should work for about 1 yard. Yep. So Scott County coming out making a couple of mistakes early. With just under 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Green and McCarter split left. Bain and Miller in the backfield. Eric to the goal line. So to bring up 3rd and inches.
Miller on the carry. John Dixon on the line by number 52. Bobby Cross for the Highlanders. First down.
77, Jeff Salyer coming in with the play. McCarter coming out. Probably an extra lineman in there to get this extra yard. I mean, they are right on the goal line. Maybe even a quarterback sneak here, but we'll see. Touchdown, Miller, as he was hit, and that power as he surged into the end zone as the Bobcats take an early 6-0 lead.
Great start for the Bobcats. Just what we needed to get underway. Once again, they go to the running game the whole drive. Had a little trouble running on the drive up the middle, though.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're going to have some success on the outside, but when it's first and goal and 8. It's tough, but they buckled down and got into the end zone. Simpson on for the extra point. Green the hold. Oh, beautiful. And the Bobcats leave 7-0 with 8:43 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back. We rolling? All right, back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bobcats take 3 plays to go 8 yards on the turnover. And a great defensive job for the Bobcats. In fact, into negative yardage already. And another good boot. It's going to be right at the goal line. It's going to be number 9 for Scott County coming out of there. And got a good return out to the 30. I think McCarter was down there hanging on to his leg, or Bain, one of the two. It was both Bain and McCarter in there on the stop. Good call.
Each had a leg.
Yeah, the wishbone. Jeffers again on the carry. So a little bit better field position for the Scott County. The 33, it'll be 1st and 10. Trailing 7-0. Keaton. Followed by Zachary, and again, back to pass, complete. So a good 12-yard gain. That time he had time. Pass complete to 13, Travis Stanley. So that time he had a little more time to throw. Good play by Scott County, where it'll be 1st and 10. And he is going to be met by a host of Bobcats. And again, you're not able to run up the middle. Tim Carroll was there. He made the initial hit. Norton and company and McCarter and Lucas Collins came in there, all to assist on the tackle. Again, a loss of 1 or 2. So far, the Bobcats defense really playing good. Let's go ahead and set that for you. Bain is on the defensive line. 54, Lucas Collins. 74, Travis Robinson. 16, Brad Carter's in there. 77, Jeff Sallier. And he's going to be sacked. Great play, 54, Lucas Collins. Was hit, kept his balance, and made a big sack for another loss of about 10 yards. It's going to be up 3rd and 22. And right now, Phil, the Scott County offense going in reverse.
Just like last week, the defensive line getting a lot of penetration early on, making it a lot easier on those defensive backs.
Exactly. Good job. Good coverage by 86 is Tim Carroll. Excuse me, 81's Eric Lane. Eric Lane's been in there on some good stops. 9 is Eric Norton. 47, McCarter. As they will give to Zachary, and he'll get a couple. Not much. Tackled by 55. Aaron Long, and 42, Kenny Bain. Bain in a lot of stops. Good job by the Bobcats on defense. And right now, Phil, about -16 for Scott County in 2 drives. Jonathan Green again back deep. He did it once last week. It's a good kick, line drive. Jonathan Green will make the catch, cut back, break a tackle, come up the middle, fumble the football. And Scott County recovered. So number 4 recovers, Sean Shadone. So Shadone, excuse me. Big play for the Scott County Highlanders. Green fumbled it last week. So the defense backs against the wall on a turnover by the Bobcats. 1st and 10, Scott, from about the 35. Oh, and a misdirection. And Bain is just all over the place tonight.
Bain and Long both just all over it tonight. That's exactly what they need out of him coming in replacing Hirsch.
Exactly, and just Scott County, they lose running and they're losing passing. I mean, the fake didn't work at all. They faked it to Zachary and Bain just all over it. Bobcats fighting to the box beautifully. Again, a handoff, and he falls forward for about 3 yards. Good job, 74 Robinson, Collins. You know the names in there to stop him. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13. We're about 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. You're definitely in 4-down territory here for Scott County, so I look for a trick play or some type to try and get this Bobcat defense up. And it's going to be offsides on no negative yards. Scott County just right now looks confused, Phil.
Yeah, the other 10 guys didn't know the count there. They didn't snap the ball, and that's going to send them back even further.
So the Bobcats. It's going to be 3rd and about 17. Back to pass, incomplete, as it went just to the fingertips of the intended receiver. Number 4, Keaton to Sean Shadone, incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 4th down, probably go for it. Well, they're sending in the punt team. I think that's a good call, try and pin Oliver Springs deep.
Well, last time they punted, they got the big turnover, and it's not worth taking a risk here after getting the turnover. You might as well get something out of it, pin him back there. And also, Keaton's looked good. He's just not getting the time back there to throw the ball.
Exactly. But, you know, Phil, that play was only, and he tried to kick it, and it's going to be shanked, and the Bobcats are going to get decent field position out of this. Should have probably gone for it.
He went out about the 18.
So only net about 20 yards on, not even that. So the Bobcats deep, 1st and 10. Let's see what they do with a little room. Jones in at quarterback. This 4:34 left to go, leading 7-0. Green will come out to the left, Chuck Jones left, Carroll to the right. Miller and Bain. Scott County a little off the line of scrimmage this week as Harriman played them. And a good play to start out with a pass, and it's Carroll. Getting up to about, so a gain of about 4. Good play by the Bobcats to mix it up. I like that. I like it. Good safe pass. It's going to be 2nd and about 8. But good job of the Bobcats to mix it up a little. Jones under center. Miller and Bain behind him. Miller up the middle, stopped by 74. Anthony Bowling.
Hit the strike on that one.
Yeah. Good play by the Scott County defensive line. Miller gained about 3. He's going to bring up 3rd and a 6. So let's see what Coach Johnson is on 3rd. Didn't have this much last week. Scott County seems to have a pretty good interior line on defense. Jones on a end route. Great job of Green holding on, and he looks to have the 1st down. Great play, Phyllis. It looked like he had contact early.
He did get contact early, and that was great concentration by him to hold on to that ball and make sure he's at the marker for the 1st down.
Oliver Springs 2 for 2 so far tonight passing, and it looks to me like they're having some success, and that could open up the run.
Well, Jones looked sharp last week. He only threw 3 passes. He's done better since the 1st game. I think the running game's taken a lot of pressure off of him.
Yeah, he's connected on his 4 of his last 5, so passing game for, and that could be huge playing Alcoa or Webb, who really can on the run if we can open up with a pass. So far, good job by the Bobcats being versatile.
And you know Green can break them. He had the big 40-yarder first week.
Yeah, maybe too much time again. Delay of game.
Silly penalty. That's not what you need after that big play.
Yeah, 1st and 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. So the Bobcats, again, too much time. It's one of their main problems so far this year. Subdued crowd tonight. It was so loud, and it was a home game last week. I mean, we had all the fan support. It's just great. But a little quiet after last week's victory. I want to remind you that there will be no show tonight. Y'all probably already know that. And there's going to be another penalty. So both teams really playing sloppily tonight, Phil.
Well, the bad thing about this is they're showing a lot of lack of concentration here and enthusiasm. And that bothered Coach before the game. And even though they got the early lead, that's not what you need.
Exactly. It's going to be 1st and 20. So maybe a more passing situation for Jones. And Jones has had some time back there, so good job by the offensive line. They've dug themselves into a little hole, but they got 3 downs to work on it. So Miller and Bain in the backfield. McCarter and Green split out to Chuck. It's going to be a draw. Eric will break a tackle, break a couple more, but then Scott, good pursuit. Probably picked up about 3 or 4 on the play. Good call by Coach Johnson. Bring up 2nd and about 18. Under 2 minutes left to go. 2nd and 17. Picked up 3 on the play. Carroll and Green. Oh, Chuck overthrew him. He was intending it for Green, but overthrown everybody on that play.
And Green was open, but just a little too tall.
Yeah, he had good time. He was getting a little pressure, but it's okay, not intercepted, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. So far, Bobcat offense not putting up as good. Having a little bit more trouble this game, but hopefully as the game wears on, they'll be able to. Screen set up, but it's going to be a little too hauled. Chuck rushed his throw a little bit. It was open, but just a little overthrown.
Not enough time to develop. He just got a little excited there. But they weren't going to pick up 17 yards on that play anyway.
But Bobcats throwing the football a little more this week. It's going to bring up 4th and 17. And Norton it was punting very good earlier. Dustin Jeffers back deep for the Scott Islander, excuse me. They're not Scott County anymore. As it's going to be a good kick. It's going to get a nice roll. Jeffers will pick it up. And Lane and Green beautifully there to stop him. It's no gain. So that'll be about 40 yards on the punt. And Scott County will take over 1st and 10. So the Bobcats defensively playing great, offensively struggling a little, but they are throwing the football, which is good. It gives them practice. I think that play Chuck should have just sold it out just a little bit more and let his blockers get out there. But the defense, what they can do is 1st and 10. Hit immediately. Bobcats just all over the running game of Scott County. 54, Collins, 55, Long, and 81, Carroll, just almost in there to get the handoff. So bring up 2nd and 11 or 12 for Scott County. It looked like it would be passing. three receivers out in the pattern. Flag down. It's going to be complete to Zachary. Enough for the first down, but I think there was offsides against Scott County.
Yeah, it looked like someone jumped early or illegal motion one.
So a lot of offsides calls. So it's going to bring them back, and it's going to be 2nd and 16. So right now, Scott County just unable to really do much, and both teams look sluggish tonight on offense. That time the Bobcats had Carroll was applying, or Lane, 81's Lane, is applying a little pressure. But when he's got time, Keaton's completed the pass, so the Bobcats So Keaton will bring him up with 28, Carroll and Zachary in the backfield. And they're going to run a draw and have some success with it. And knocked out of bounds. And so good offensive play as the draw worked. Picked up about 20 on the play.
Michael Jeffers there showed a lot of speed getting around that corner, and that's really been the big downfall for the Bobcats this season, is letting them get outside and around the corner.
It looks like they lost containment, and a Bobcat shaking up on the play. So we'll be back in just 1 minute. All right, back with you. Norton shaking up, but running off under his own power. So Scott County got about 20 yards on the play. As Carroll will move to safety for Norton. It looks like they're going to try and throw the ball again. Zachary, the lone, or Carroll, the lone setback. Almost lost, but here, Jeffers will Keaton will keep it and pick up good yardage as he broke some tackles. Almost fumbled it, but picked up a good 8. So Scott County starting to move the ball. Bring up 2nd and timeout. They're going to measure. It's going to be short by about a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. Probably the last play of the quarter here. Scott County on the line in a hurry. Will they get the snap off? Yes. As 28 will get about 2 yards. So enough for the first down as the first quarter comes to close. Oliver Springs 7, Scott County nothing. Brent Carson, Phil Powell, and Jeff Patty. We'll be right back. Back with you. 1st and 10, Scott County. Oliver Springs leading 7-0, and except for 2 plays of about 30 yards for Scott County, that's all they've got. But a little bit more than Oliver Springs, as both teams have looked sluggish. Keaton, the quarterback, 28, is Hembry, not Carroll. Zachary will get it and break a couple tackles and gain about 3 or 4 on the play. And long on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. To start the second quarter. And the Highlanders knocking on the door. He's going to pass, and it's going to be incomplete as he overthrew his intended receiver, 84. Dustin Washam. Just overthrown, but he was getting pressured. So The Bobcats, that time getting good penetration. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Big play for Scott County. Again, back to pass. Going to scramble and not get much. Good job by 77. Just Salyer. Okay, it's going to bring up 4th and 5. So probably go for it, but we'll wait and see. 4th and 5 along 6, or short 6. They will go for it.
Bobcats need to stop here, try to get back on track. They look a little down tonight. They just don't seem enthused. Is it because it's Friday the 13th?
Yeah, that's right. We forgot to mention it is the 13th, so I hope you got on your lucky underwear today, folks. Oh, you see, Keaton, they're going to throw a middle screen, and it's going to be complete. Flags are down. So hold everything. Oh, no flag. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Deep inside Bobcat territory. Good call by Scott County. Let's see what the Bobcats can do. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. Scott County, 21, touchdown. So Scott County comes back with a good drive to get a touchdown and cut to 7-6. So it will be Stephen Mayfield in to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and we've got a tie ball game with 10:06 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Back with you. Scott County tying the score, 7-7, 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Kickoff is going to come to Norton with a good start. Has a hole, has a big hole. He's going to come around to the right side. He will be dragged out by the kicker at the 40, so a big play for the Bobcats. But there's a flag down. Clipping, so it's going to be a bad break for the Bobcats. So the Bobcats right now need to get something going. It's going to be 15-yard penalty. It's going to be right outside the 20, so a big penalty again. Scott County's winning the field position battle right now. So the Bobcats just right now really hurting themselves. So here we go. Norton in it tail. Norton and Miller are split. Pitch. Norton to the outside, has a hole, but slips after a gain of about 2 or 3. It looks to be a personal foul, face mask against Scott County. So we get that clipping a little bit back. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35. And some breathing room for the offense. So coach swinging to the tee, giving a lot of looks, passing. So So it'll be first and 10 Bobcats from the 36. Norton and Miller again. Split. Carroll and Green are... It's a counter. Miller has a hole, has a big hole. Running, cuts back. He's got one man to beat, and he will be brought down inside the 20 after a gain of about 40.
We've been waiting all night for that, Brent.
A little misdirection, and nobody from Scott County picked it up, and the Bobcats get their first big play of the evening.
Eric Miller doing it well, represents the Bobcats. He was raised in Oliver Springs.
Ready or not, here we come. You can't hide. So the Bobcats, maybe that'll be the spark. A good run by Miller. That'll definitely put them over 500 for the season, so and we're just in game 3. Jones on an option. Picks up a couple. Good job showing different looks right now for the Bobcats. But down deep, Zachary brought him down, brought Miller down, saved a touchdown. Timeout's going to be asked for Oliver Springs. So 8:34 left to go in the second quarter. We got 7-7. We'll be right back. Back with you. 8.5 minutes left to go. Bobcats tied 7-7 but driving. Second down and 8. Right at about the 15. This is crunch time. The Bobcats need to get a touchdown. Miller and Norton split. He wants Green. Yeah. Touchdown. Beautiful play. The crossing pattern. Green open, and he has come up big tonight.
Green has just got a great set of hands on him. Holding on the ball great tonight, and a beautiful pass along. Offensive line gave him just enough time.
Yeah, perfect strike for Jones. He led him perfectly, and the Bobcats strike back, Bill, and that's the good thing. They gave up the touchdown, come back, score. So that kind of shows a lot, you know, for the Bobcats to bring it down and score.
Well, Eric Miller keyed the big run, was a big play for him, and got this offense back on track.
Yeah, Phil, I'd say we got about 80 yards passing, about 80 yards running, and about 40 passing. So a good mix. That's going to be blocked. And that could hurt. So Bobcats lead 13-7 with 8:28 left to go in the second quarter. Let's get a couple touchdowns so that doesn't matter. And Scott County running to the other side. We changed quarters. Running for us. Jeffers deep to get Simpson kick. Beautiful pass, 15-yard touchdown pass from Jones, and he needed that. Green, 2 receptions, so Jones really starting to look good passing. So tonight, 2 touchdowns scored, 1 by Miller. Miller's shaking up a little bit on the sidelines. We'll check that for you. Looks meany, but he looks all right. Good kick, deep kick. As Jeffers will get it. Bring it up and be brought down by 77, Jeff Sallier. Good play, Jeff. So Scott County will have it deep in their territory, about the 20. Bobcat defense go back to work. So the Bobcats need to get defensive stand right here. The offense starting to move the ball. He's going to go back to pass. It's going to be complete. And it's a pickup of about 10 on the play. So it'll be a first down, 12 on the play. So it'll be first down Scott County. As Bean was coming on the blitz, they picked it up.
Pass to Stanley
to Stanley, made McCarter on the tackle. So Scott County having some luck now passing. As there now, it looks like they're going to go passing. They're bringing 3 receivers. A little hitch to the tight end, and the 2 passes and seem to be working for Scott County. As he just threw a little hitch to 84, Dustin Washam, and it's 1st and 10 from the 49. Back in the guy. Hey, as he picked up about 17, so Scott County really both teams starting to really assert themselves offensively. Passing games open up the running game for both teams. First and 10 from the 30, so 3 quick 13 yards, 20 yards, and 15 more, and Scott County back down on the door. Fullback straight up the middle. Pick up get down to about the 15, so the Bobcats right now really confused on defense.
Bobcats just stunned right now. I think they're off balance. They just don't know what to expect out of this Scott Highlanders team.
Yeah, they look so good, but now they don't know if they're passing or running, so. There's a pitch to the outside. Nothing. Stop. Beautifully strung out by the Oliver Springs defense. McCarter and Sawyer strung it out nicely. Pick up 2, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. Bobcats need a big defensive stand as Scott High has moved down the field briskly. Second and 8 for Scott County. Hit immediately. Picked up about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. Zachary on the carry, brought down by Bain. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. Probably going to pass it this down. Bobcats looking for that defensive stand. Back to pass, quick drop, thrown, touchdown. Same play as that the Bobcats scored on, Scott County uses. To 13, Travis Stanley, and they've tied it up and trying for their first lead of the evening. So right now, a good ball game. Just like last year. Overtime, victory for the Bobcats. Blocked for the Bobcats. So a big play as Bean, I believe it was, came towering in, and the ball stays tied.
Big block by Bean on that play, and that's a big momentum shift there because they were looking to losing the lead there. It was in jeopardy.
But they don't. And the Bobcats go back on offense. Eric Miller was shaken up a little, but looks to be okay. And we'll be right back with 5:17 left, 13-13.
A family grows. They learn from each other and depend on each other. With life insurance from the Farmers Insurance Group. Your family can depend on protection now, while you put money away for your retirement, for safety today and security tomorrow. Farmers Insurance Group, for life.
For all your insurance needs, give me a call at 483-8895 or stop by at 25 East Tennessee Avenue.
Remember, you're a member at ORNL Credit Union. Family is family after all. When you're looking for a home or especially an auto loan, remember you are a member. It's to your credit, don't forget it. Just remember you're a member at ORNL Credit Union. Remember, you're a member.
This church in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, invites you to see A Glimpse of Glory, a dramatical and musical presentation by the Drama and Music Ministries of Mount Pisgah Baptist Church, September the 22nd through the 25th at 7 p.m. each night. A Glimpse of Glory at Mount Pisgah Baptist Church, September the 22nd through the 25th. Come early. Seats are limited. For more information, call 435-7781.
Eddie Hare Firestone in Oak Ridge is on the move with Bridgestone, Firestone, and Michelin tires. Call Eddie Hare about his low prices on all other tires as well. All tire sales include mileage warranty, mounting, and free rotation every 5,000 miles. Eddie Hare Firestone has a full service department, including the latest in computer technology, and are open 6 days a week. Making deals on wheels. See Eddie Hare first before you pay too much.
Back with you, 5:17 left to go. 13-13. Took about 3 minutes for Scott to move downfield, passing effectively against the Bobcats. That's a squib kick. Carmichael will just fall on it. So they're giving the Bobcats good field position.
The temper's flaring out there a little right now. Bean got into it with someone. Miller, who was shaken up, has his right knee taped, so we'll keep an eye on that, see how he does running.
So here come the Bobcats. Good field position. Good job by Gary Carmichael to just gather the ball and fall on it. That was a hard line drive. Bobcats have plenty of time in this half. Maybe go down and stick it in, and they get the ball at the half. So let's see what they've moved back into the eye. Pitch is a counter, and Eric will pick up about 5 on the counter. Good job.
Good run there by Eric. They're having a little trouble getting offense in gear. It picks it up a little, just like Scott is. They could get this thing going.
Moving the ball a little better. So it'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats. Bain Miller back in the Carroll and Green. As Bain and Jones collided, he gets a couple. Bring up 3rd and 4. Right now, Scott County seems to be winning the battle of the trenches. Bobcats need to buckle down. 3rd and 5. McCarter in. Green in. Jones will bring him up. McCarter will go in motion. Quick slant, Green. Close, real close. It looks to be maybe a little short, but we'll see. Good job again by the Bobcats. And Green picking up nicely, passing the football. An inch. 4th and an inch. They're going to go for it.
And yes, they are going to go for it. And I think it's a good decision by Coach Johnson here because they need to get something going.
So they need an inch. If you can't get an inch, you're probably not going to win the football game. So let's see. Here we go. This could be a big play in this ball game. Coach moving into the power up, moving Salyer back. As a fullback. Here we go. Chuck will surge behind that offensive line to pick up the first down. So both teams successful on fourth down conversion.
Nice little trick play there by Coach Johnson. Gives the power eye, make them look like they're going to power run it, and Jones on the keeper.
Picked up about 2 on the play. So the Bobcats keep the clock rolling and the chains moving, approaching midfield. Going down to about 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Good surge by the offensive line. Miller and Bain. It'll be Miller. Breaks a couple tackles and picks up about 4 or 5. Good job by Miller.
That's the way he ran last week and got him Player of the Week honors.
Yes, and we want to congratulate him on that. Voted Player of the Week in the state for the AA. Bobcats now starting to pick up some momentum and moving the ball, trying to wear down that Scott County team. They are inching closer. We got a pitch to Miller. He'll have a hole, cut in, and pick up about 4. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 2.
Good run by Miller there. The offensive line's starting to get off the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, bring up 3rd. Coach probably go for it if they don't make it. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Ball resting on the 45. Good job by the Bobcats to assert themselves and not try and get into a scoring affair. 2 minutes left to go in second quarter. Of course, they can pick up a first down. Same as last week, another field goal try. But we'd like to get it in the end zone. Again, another counter. He's got a hole. Hit, breaks the tackle. It took some hits, but picked up about 10 on the play, Phil.
Great run by Miller. Just power football right there by the Bobcats. And they are in good field position. The clock is winding down.
Miller picking up. County hitting them pretty good, but first down, approaching a minute and a half. Timeout's going to be asked. So with 1:36 left to go in the second quarter, 13-13, but the Bobcats driving.
Taking pride in serving you, Oak Ridge Federal Credit Union. Taking pride in all we do, Oak Ridge Federal. 50 years and going strong, always coming through with privileges that you deserve. Oak Ridge Federal Credit Union, taking care of members.
For years, you've depended on State Farm to insure your home. But did you know you can also depend on us to provide financial security for those you love? State Farm. We sell life insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. See Hugh McGinnis at 1668 Oak Ridge Turnpike or call 482-3459.
Oh, honey, shouldn't we call Lewis Electric to install the ceiling fan?
Denise, are you kidding? I think I can put up one little fan. Let's see. The black wire connects to the white wire.
Now can we call the service professionals at Lewis Electric?
Good idea, honey. Don't take any chances. For all your electrical needs, call me, Jeff Lewis at Lewis Electric Company.
Back with you, a minute 36 left to go. Bobcats tied the spot, 13-13 inside the 35. First and 10, one timeout remaining, so. And the Bobcats moving to the Gator offense, we'll call it. 4 wide receiver package. And a little draw. And the play picks up about 5 yards. So the Bobcats just showing all kind of formations. Just both teams really showing a lot. Bobcats hurry it up. Second and 5. Good pickup for Miller as the Bobcats kept the ball 4 minutes so far in this drive. They'll do it again. This time they'll throw. John, incomplete as it hits the ground. Been the hot receiver. Just a good throw, but just a little underthrown. You want to keep it away from the defensive back. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats. I'd like to see him pick this up and get even closer into field goal range.
He can hit one from here, but you'd like to see him getting closer and even put this one in the end zone.
Yeah, let's see if we can bust one here. Scott's been out there a good 4 minutes on defense with the Bobcats. Have really stemmed the momentum as they will line up once again, and they will throw. Good play. Eric slips but keeps his tracks, gets hit, and picks up the first down, Phil, on a good play by Chuck Jones. As he looked to be sacked, dumps it to Miller, and Miller
just a safety valve on that play. Looks like he was backed up for blocking purposes, but great balance by him to keep his footing and get to the first down.
Or close. It looks like we're going to have a measurement. Oh, good play by the Bobcats. First down, Bobcats. 47.8 seconds left to go in the first down. From here, it would be a 40-yard field goal roughly, so a little shorter than last week, but you take a couple shots at the end zone right here. He will. He's got Green, but just through him. Good job. You don't lose the ball, and you take a shot at the end zone. Green was there, but just overlet a little bit. Jones really showing some maturity so far.
I like what we're seeing out of Jones tonight. I like the wrinkled offense they put in. It's something we haven't seen out of the Bobcats this year, looking to throw long over the middle.
And just missed him. So the Bobcats, 33 seconds left. They have enough for probably 2 more plays.
They still have one timeout.
Yeah, one timeout. I guess they use the timeout for the measurement. So on a delay, Eric will break a tackle and break another tackle. I thought the football came loose, but it didn't. And the Bobcats will spend their last timeout. I say you go one more play, Bill. You can always, it's 3rd down. You'd have to, you have to throw it and complete it. But I say you give it a shot.
Even if you throw it here and don't get in, but you get the first down, if the clock stops long enough to move the chains, and then you throw the ball down and kick the field goal.
Yeah, I say you maybe look for a little 8-yard out, and if it's not there, throw it away. And you'll be tempting, right out of 40-yarder, maybe just under, which if it's clean, it could be done. But I say you take a shot at the end zone.
Well, you take the shot if it's there, but if you can get the first down and get in closer range for Simpson, then that's good too.
Miller really showing his hit hard, but this drive really showed it. The last 2 drives really taking the initiative and taking it on his shoulders to move the ball up there, which is big for the Bobcats. And Jones, great play. He didn't have much to do. He did a great job in not fumbling last week and keeping the team, but this week he is becoming a leader of this team and making the good plays. And again, the Bobcats will try, send 3 receivers. He's got him. Complete touchdown as the Bobcats again. Beautiful play. Chuck Jones hit Eric Carroll beautifully. There, Norton. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Norton on the touchdown. And the Bobcats probably they're going for 1. Good call. with 20.7 seconds left to go in the half.
Offensive line doing great, giving Chuck the time to throw it, and he is just putting the ball on the numbers tonight.
A huge, huge momentum builder as they score. And, you know, it hasn't been easy, but they've managed to get it in the end zone, Phil, and that's a big confidence for this whole offense. And that time he got pressure, he got it through. So big job for Simpson as the Bobcats lead with 20.7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Phil, that was a 5.
Cruising up, hooking up, sprucing up, moving up with Union Planters, trading up, packing up, linking up, moving up with Union Planters, living up, saddle up, moving up with Union Planters.
We have a unique situation at United Jewelers. And that situation is that we have the qualified people and the ability to design and manufacture virtually anything that your imagination could want. Pull all your jewelry together and bring it to United Jewelers. And let's see what unique design that we can create for your taste, for your personality, for your liking.
Toyota Cars and Trucks, it's Fox First. When it comes to the best service after the sale, it's Fox First. And when it comes to the best deal on the cleanest used cars and trucks, it's Fox First, a certified quality used car center, and Fox Toyota in Clinton. So remember,
You love your Fox Toyota. Fox Toyota. East Tennessee's Toyota. Fox Toyota. With a total satisfaction guarantee.
We'll take you anywhere. We'll handle everything with special care.
In Anderson County, it's Johnson Moving and Storage. Give them a call at 483-6336.
Let Atlas take you home.
Let Atlas take you home.
Still, that was a 5-minute drive. They took over with 5:17, moved the ball, and really a great job of mixing it up. I mean, just Jones and Miller, and showing that the Bobcats have more than Miller, which is big.
Especially tonight because Miller's taking some hits, and he's a little shaken up, and he could use the break because they counted on him a lot last week, and he worked a lot, and Chuck Jones really impressive tonight.
Chuck Norton, it was Norton. Norton, that was a 22 touchdown pass to go along with a 15, so the Bobcats have some passing yards, which is huge, and look, Chuck's had the time and thrown. There's a beautiful strike. Both teams, I thought this would be more of a defensive struggle. Last year it was only 10-9. This year it's already 20-13, but you don't want to give them anything to return. Just a squibber. And he will send it deep, so there will be a return. Actually, there won't be. 13-9. Jeffers and Stanley, a mix-up. Stanley thought Jeffers was going to get it, but Jeffers thought Stanley was going to get it, and it rolled into the end zone for an automatic touchback. So 20 seconds left. Will Scott try and get something, or just be content and run the clock?
If anything, they'll try to throw one deep here, but I think that the Bobcats go in the locker room up a touchdown, and big break on the kickoff there. I got it, you got it.
Yeah, but zone got it. So the Bobcats. I mean, that's just really impressive tonight because, you know, after a big emotional win, and he will go down to one knee, and that will be the last play of the first half. The score: Oliver Springs 20, Scott 13. We'll be back in the second half with statistics and more action as Sprint Cars, Jeff Petty, and the great Phil Powell. See you in just a few minutes.
Sandbank Bank of Oak Ridge is your hometown bank. With 2 convenient locations on Oak Ridge Turnpike and historic Jackson Square, we're the only locally owned bank in Anderson County. People who take a personal interest in meeting your banking needs. Folks like you, ready to go the extra mile to see that you're satisfied. Great service, great rates, great people. We're 10 Bank, your hometown bank.
The Oak Ridge Inn presents UT Football 1996. Don't miss any of the home or away games. You can watch them all at the Reactor Room in front of 5 large TV screens. Pay-per-view games are a $5 cover. Free food, too. How can you beat it? UT Football at the Oak Ridge Inn Reactor Room. Don't miss it.
Pastor Garvin Walls and the Mount Pisgah Baptist Church in Oliver Springs, Tennessee invite you to see A Glimpse of Glory, a dramatical and musical presentation by the Drama and Music Ministries of Mount Pisgah Baptist Church. September the 22nd through the 25th at 7 p.m. each night. A Glimpse of Glory at Mount Pisgah Baptist Church, September the 22nd through the 25th. Come early. Seats are limited. For more information, call 435-7781.
Harvey's Furniture and Appliance in Oliver Springs has been serving Anderson County for 48 years with a quality selection of furniture and appliances featuring Zenith. Zenith is now offering a fall football rebate with up to $75 off on selected console televisions. At Harvey's, they service what they sell. If you want Zenith quality, Harvey's is the place. The quality goes in before the name goes on. That's Zenith, and that's Harvey's Furniture and Appliance.
The Bobcats, you can tell, they are just not playing with the same emotion, are leading the football game, and that's the sign of a good football team. Not be at your best and still win. Just a pretty good Scott County team. I hope we're on. As Oliver Springs will receive the kick, we'll see Green and Carroll and Norton back deep. I'll look for maybe another squibber by Scott County, so the Bobcats need to be on their feet here and not let don't have any mistakes. They've got the lead, they've got the advantage. Don't forget about the cow patty contest coming up, so we can play in Florida. So Scott County getting ready to kick off. Here we go. As they squib it, and Green will pick it and come across field, break a tackle, fall forward, get up to about the 33. So good field position. Gathered himself, picked up about 10 on that. So the Bobcats will start off good field position. 1st and 10. Great job by the band, getting everybody fired up. As we're into week 3, Bobcats 1-1, 1-0 in the district. And it's football weather, cool, nice, brisk night. Jones under center, Bain and Miller in the backfield. And the new discovered passing attack, but we'll start off with Miller. And Powell will move forward for probably about 3 yards. 3 yards, close to 4. But good job by the Bobcats. Oh, it is 4. So good job by the offensive line to surge for 4. You gotta remember the Bobcats had the ball the last 5 minutes pretty much of the first half. And start off with it on the second half. So another good long drive would be real big for the Bobcats. 2nd and 6. Jones under center. His team leading 20-13. Will come on a pitch. Miller will cut it back, break a tackle, run into his own man, and pick up about 10 yards. Scott County, as you can hear, sang the clip, but nothing called. And a good game